Good morning, sir. You're Anthony Cobb. And Mr. Cobb, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to driving while intoxicated, third or more. And I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. Stand up.
Any additions or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Tell you what, Mr. Cobb, this one sure does make me nervous. You were driving an 18-wheeler and 0.251 is what your blood came back as. It's scary enough when people are driving cars, but to be driving an 18-wheeler under the influence to the extent that you were, you're lucky that you're here on this and not for killing a number of people, including possibly yourself. I'm assuming you don't still have that job. Okay. I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time follow the agreement that you made and find you guilty of driving while intoxicated, third or more. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections, but suspend that. You will be on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine, to follow all of the rules and condition of probation, which is going to include entering and successfully completing the JCDI program. You will be required to serve 10 days in the Jefferson County Jail as a condition, and we'll talk about that in just a second. You're also going to be required, obviously, to have the auto ignition interlock device on any vehicle that you drive and be on the high medium caseload at the beginning of your probation, just so we can make sure you're getting on track, going through JCDI, doing everything you're supposed to, get going like you're supposed to, then at some point all that'll relax a little bit. If not, and if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back here into court for any violation, and you could be looking at that 10-year sentence that you've agreed to. Do you understand? So are you working now?
Yes, sir.
Where are you working?
On TBT.
Say it again.
TBT.
TBT. Okay, I'm going to give you two options since you're working. You have to serve that 10 days. It's required by law. You can either do that now and do all 10 days. You can serve it on weekends if you're working and have employees. Okay, so what I'm going to do is order that you serve that 10 days on weekends. That will start this weekend, which will be January the 10th, Friday, January the 10th. You're to report to the Jefferson County Correctional Facility at 6:00 p.m. Cannot be late. If you skip it and don't show up, it's a violation of your probation. Obviously, if you show up under the influence of anything, it's a violation of your probation. Some people think they're going to show up intoxicated and sleep it off for the weekend. Bad idea. You'll be right back in here. You'll do that each weekend until that time, those 10 days are covered. Do you understand? Okay. Let's see. I think that's it that I needed. All right. So I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you have waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. You should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition or about how long that lasts, you can talk to your attorney. All right. I'm just going to need you to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dr. Coe.
Oh, just one other thing. He lives in Houston. We know if he could have a transfer to Harris County.
He just needs to talk to probation. Make sure when you talk to probation, let them know where you're living and they'll do the appropriate paperwork for that transfer. It's very important to understand, though, there shouldn't be any issue with it getting transferred, but it kind of gives you double duty. So you're going to be reporting in person over there. They're going to have a comparable program like JCDI, which is an outpatient treatment program for you to go through. And I know Harris